With members present, Commissioner Rowena and Guanzon, Commissioner Socorro Guinti, Commissioner Marvelous Casquero, Commissioner Antonio C. Cole Jr., Commissioner Amy P. Ferolino, and Commissioner Ray P. Bulak is in session. Silence is hereby enjoined.
COMELEC Secretary, Attorney Jonah, please pause the matter for consideration of the today.
Your Honor, called for this landmark session is the ceremonial program to mark the retirement and honor Chairman Sheriff de Nuevas, Commissioner Maria Rowena and Guanzon, Presiding Commissioner of the 1st Division, Commissioner Antonio T. Cole Jr., Member 2nd Division. With your kind indulgence, Your Honor, may I turn over the giving of tokens to Director James Jimenez.
Granted, let's proceed.
May we call on Director Jimenez for the awarding of tokens, please.
Thank you. If it please the Chairman and the Honorable Member, before we proceed with the actual awarding of the tokens, please give us the opportunity to explain the significance of these tokens that will be awarded. Today we will be awarding a gavel, a wooden mallet used by a judge to bring proceedings to a start and to an end, or to command attention in their court. It symbolizes our honorees' leadership and magisterial authority over the election management body. We shall also be giving a COMELEC pin. This pin, featuring the great seal of the COMELEC, takes pride of place on our honorable honorees' clothes, and it is a constant reminder of the COMELEC's values and the work which COMELEC does, and how our honorees contributed significantly to that noble undertaking. They should also be receiving a Philippine flag. The national banner underscores that the service for which we celebrate our honorees was service rendered to the entire nation and to all Filipinos, and not for any narrow ideological or partisan political interest. The COMELEC flag is the proud standard of the Commission on Elections, and will be representing how the work of the election management body has shaped Philippine government and society for nearly a century. They will also be given COMELEC robes. These symbols of judicial authority and wisdom reflect our honorees' success in wrestling with the great quasi-judicial burden laid upon their shoulders during their years of service in the COMELEC. Shingle, a small signboard which announces to all and sundry the good name of the honorees and the position they occupied in their service to the nation, shall also be given. And finally, a book of decisions. The compilation of judgments rendered by our honorees serves as a record of the electoral history of the nation, as much as it stands as a glowing testament to the depth and subtlety of their wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, the tokens will be awarded in the following manner. For the tokens for the chair shall be awarded by Commissioner Socorro Guinti and Commissioner Ray Bulay. This will be followed in the tokens for Commissioner Rowena Guanzon, will be awarded by Commissioner Marlon Casquero, and the tokens for Commissioner Antonio Tico will be awarded by Commissioner Amy Ferolino. May I request Commissioners Inting and Commissioner Bulay to please come to the podium for their brief message to give prior to awarding the token to the Honorable Chairman.
Table, sir. Dito na tayo.
May we ask the honorees to please take the seats in front? Yes, sir. And to start with, may we ask Commissioner Amy Carolino to please deliver a brief message before awarding the token to Commissioner Antonio. May we ask Commissioner Amy to please deliver her brief message for awarding. Thank you. I apologize for the mix-up. May we ask Commissioner Amy to please give a brief message.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. American actress and comedian Betty White once exclaimed, "Retirement is not in my vocabulary. They aren't going to get rid of me that way." Today, February 2, 2022, we mark the retirement from the COMELEC of our dear Chairman Sheriff Abbas, Commissioner Rowena Guanzon, and Commissioner Antonio Po. Certainly, our commission and bank will never be the same again. Even our date today, 2-2-22, shows only the number 2. The number which somehow resembles the kneeling position, as if to signify that the day is begging them not to leave the COMELEC. Chairman Abbas, daghang salamat sa imong leadership. At such a very young age, you have exemplified how great you are as a leader by molding the COMELEC into what it is now, a constitutional commission that is credible, competent, efficient, and truly independent. Surely, we will be missing your bluntness, decisiveness, and youthful sense of humor. We will especially miss seeing you in city shorts, in our out-of-town monthly meetings. Commissioner Guanzon, thank you for championing gender equality in this commission. The various policies which you introduced and implemented shall definitely bridge the gender gap which has long existed in our society. Your departure from the halls of the COMELEC will certainly create a big void. To say the least, your successor will definitely have some big shoes to fill. Commissioner Ko, thank you for your fairness and brilliance. You have been my partner in the second division. Unlike in the first division, which consists of
3 commissioners, dalawa lang tayo noon sa second division bago dumating si Commissioner Gulay. Ngayon, iiwan mo na ako. Gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa iyo for being such a very respectful and respectable colleague. In relation to Betty White's oath, which I mentioned in the beginning of my speech, I am certain that your retirement from the COMELEC will not slow down the 3 of you. Si Chairman Abbas, napakabata pa at marami pa siyang mapupuntahan. I wish you well in your future undertaking, Chairman. Our boss will be definitely the next officers we will. Si Commissioner Guanzon, I am sure that her retirement, or anything for that matter, will not slow her down. Good luck on your next destination, Congresswoman Guanzon. Si Kong Ko, as I earlier mentioned, is both fair and brilliant. This is not surprising because he is a bar notcher. Bagay na bagay talaga mag-Supreme Court Justice. Malapit na. Kongko, may God grant your heart's desire. As we look back to the great memories we shared with our 3 honorees, may all of us, who are left behind, be reminded of the lessons they imparted upon us. As they leave the portals of our commission, may the 3 of them continue to be catalysts for electoral reform and be vigorous defenders of democracy in this country. In ending, I would like to emphasize that perhaps the best way to honor Chairman Abbas, Commissioner Guanzon, and Commissioner Ko is for us to work hand in hand in making the 2022 national and local elections a success. After all, the various policies and projects which the 3 of them crafted and spearheaded laid the foundation for the direction we are going to take on May 9. Chairman Abbas, Commissioner Guanzon, and Commissioner Ko, thank you for the friendship and thank you for your service to the Filipino people. I wish you a happy retirement. See you around and may God bless and protect you always. Maraming salamat at mabuhay po kayong lahat.
It is my distinct honor and privilege to give the Book of Decisions to our Honorable Chairman of the Commission. The Book of Decisions is a symbol of the Commission's wisdom, legal acumen, competence, integrity, probity, and independence. It is through the Commission's decisions on controversies presented before it and the Commissioners' exercise of their duties as judges on these controversies, where we embrace and exhibit the awesome constitutional powers bestowed upon our grand and hallowed institution. I express my deep admiration, appreciation, and gratitude to our honorees. They have served this institution and their country with excellence. Our honorees are retired, but not hired. And I am certain that this is not the last we will see of them in the service. Their valuable knowledge and skills are still needed by our countrymen. Nevertheless, I can assure our honorees that they have my full support in their future endeavors. I know this is such a bittersweet moment. The mood in this occasion bounces from reflective to festive. But let us just remember that all of us will also face the end of the line in our service to this institution. Let us just hope and pray that we reach our end just as majestic as our honorees did. Congratulations, Chairman Abbas, Commissioner Guanzon, and Commissioner Ko. It is indeed my honor and pleasure to have met you with us. Congratulations.
To the members of the Honorable Commission and Bank, most especially to our retirees, Chairman Sharif M. Abbas, Commissioner Maria Rowena Guanzon, and Commissioner Antonio Tico, to the senior staff of the Commission, as well as our field officers, ladies and gentlemen, mayong gabi sa inyong tanan. To our beloved Chairman and Commissioners Guanzon and Co, on the occasion of your retirement, allow me to first express my gratitude for the years that we have spent together in this commission. As I look back now, every single day that we have worked together is nothing short of a celebration and an adventure. I will eternally grateful for the privilege of calling you my colleagues, and I will certainly cherish the the memories we have made together. To our chairman, Lodi, I share the sentiments of every member of this organization when I say that you and everything that you do, that you have done, can never be truly appreciated. Each and every one of us have been so fortunate to have your leadership and expertise to rely on, especially under the most challenging circumstances. Your guidance, encouragement have helped the Commission and Bank and so many other co-workers thrive even in the most demanding environment. You have made such a difference with your constant optimism, enthusiasm, and willingness to share your wisdom. It has been a joy to work with someone of so passionate, calm, and professional all at the same time. To our commissioner, being my presiding commissioner for almost 4 years, as you now look forward to the next phase of your life and career, know that I only wish you the best for you. I hope you will enjoy every minute of your retirement and that you will have lots of joyous time with your family, friends, including your pets. I share their elation in knowing that you will now have more time to pursue other dreams and aspirations. I can only envy you for the joy and fulfillment the coming years will surely bring. To Commissioner Tolpo, while the time that we have spent together as colleagues may be short, it is clear that your dedication to your craft has made a huge positive impact on the Commission. You inspired our senior staff and every single co-worker to the best at what they do. I wish you more success on your endeavor, and I am certain that we will hear good news about your appointment as one of the gods of Padre Paua. Ang hiling ko lang sana, huwag mo kami ikilato. In parting, Chairman Awas, Commissioner Guanzon, and Co., I would like to reassure you that you are leaving behind the COMELEC better than ever. You have certainly made your mark, and we are all the better for it. Rest assured that we will timelessly build on your legacy. Your work truly made a lasting impact, and one that has changed the Commission for the better in so many ways. For this, we will always be grateful. Again, thank you very much, and congratulations on your retirement.
Sige po. Thank you.
To the Commission in Bank, to the Honorable Chairman, Sheriff Awas, Commissioner Rowena and Member Guanzon, Commissioner Antonio Po, to all the field officials, friends from the main office, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'd like to say that I concur with the previous commissioners who delivered their speech today, and I couldn't agree fully with what they have all stated. However, I just would like to add a few things. It has been difficult for me when I started my journey as a commissioner, but with the help of the fellow commissioners, and especially Chairman Abbas, they all guided me into fulfilling my duty as a commissioner. I now understand that it has been difficult also for them because they have to leave their families behind and adjust to a new life outside of their homes. But now is the time for them to retire, and I envy them because they can do what they want in all the days of their life. However, even if they are retired, it does not mean that they are tired. They can do so many things still. So I thank you all for the lessons that I've learned, for the values that I've learned from them. It has equipped me with the knowledge on how to proceed with the coming elections. And I know, even if they are retired, they are just a phone call away. Right, Chair, Kongko, Kombing? And I hope that the friendship that we had started will not end with you leading the commission. And I'm sure you will all be remembered by all the people from the COMELEC, not just inside, but outside, because you have lived a very lasting impression on everyone. Thank you for your service, Chairman Abbas, Commissioner B, and Commissioner Ko. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you very much, Your Honors. And for the last tokens, we will call on the Executive Director, of the Mexican Police Jr., the Deputy Executive Director for Administration, Helen Flores, and President of the CREDO, Director Ambuan. Everyone, please prepare yourself for a very nice surprise. We're wrapping it now. These are the last tokens that we will be giving to our esteemed honorees. Again, may we ask Director Cruz, Director Helen Flores, and Director Samuel, please present the final tokens to our esteemed honorees. Unveiling Let's give a warm round of applause for the honorees, please. Thank you very much. And at this point, I would like to ask our Honorable Chairman, Chairman Ramos, for his response.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Sa ating mga kapwa retirees, honorees, Tom Guanzon at Tom Po, my Enbang family, Tom Ying, Tom Marlon, Tom Amy, Tom Kulay, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Ang bilis lang ng panahon, ang sabi nyo na, para kailan lang, nung una akong lumakbang dito sa ating COMELEC bilang commissioner. Ngayon, magkakasama tayo para sa aming pagkatapos. Para sa akin, ang pagdiriwang na ginagawa natin ngayon ay hindi lamang para sa aking matagumpay na pagsilbi at pamumuno sa COMELEC. Ngunit, masigit pa para sa ating pagtutulungan para makamit ang mga tagumpay na ating karanasan sa nakalipas ng 7 taon. Gusto kong gunitain ang lahat ng ating nagawa mula nung ako'y nagsimula para mas madama natin na totoong malayo na nga ang harapin natin na mula nung kami ay magsimula dito sa komisyon. Ang babanggitin ko po ay concerted effort ng ating NPAC. Personally, nagsimula ako sa komisyon bilang inyong commissioner at una akong naatasan na pumunuan ang packing and shipping policy para sa 2016 national and local elections. Hindi na hindi ang mga pinagdaanan natin dito at talaga namang baptism of fire ito para sa atin. Ngunit, kahit na hindi madali, ay matagumpay natin na idaos 2016 national and local elections, na kung saan ay nahiyalan natin ng mga Pilipino ang kasalukuyang presidente at vice-presidente ng ating bansa. Alam natin lahat na bago ako naging bahagi ng COMELEC ay sa Civil Service Commission o sinimulan ang aking buhay sa public service. Kaya naman talagang pinutukan ko din agad na maayos at ma-finalize ang pagkakaroon ng ating collective negotiation agreement sa pagitan ng ating COMELEC management at ng employees union. Para mas pagtibayin ang samahan ng ating mga empleyado sa unang mga pagkakataon, ay nagawa natin magkaroon ng nationwide goodwill deals dito sa Maynila. Sinubok pa natin itong ulit, subalit alam natin na nagkaroon ng pandemya. Sa panahon ng ating paglilingkod, ay matagumpay din natin na ilunsad ang plebisito para pagtibayin ang Bangsamoro Organic Law na lumikha sa Bangsamoro Autonomous Region for Muslim Mindanao. Alam din ng lahat na ang inyong lingkod kasama ang ating NBank ang na-appoint bilang chairman ng ating komisyon. At tulad ng una kong appointment bilang commissioner, baptism of fire din ang sumalubong sa akin bilang chairman. Dahil sa panahon yun, ay nasa gitna tayo ng paghahanda para sa 2018 barangay and SK elections. Matagumpay natin na isagawa ang BSKE dahil na din sa ating pagtutulungan at sa pusay ninyo at ang lahat ng ating mga opisyal. Bilang inyong chairman, una kong priority ang mas maitaas ang level ng paglilingkod ng ating komisyon. Kaya naman, ay agad natin i-implement ang pagkakaroon ng uniform sa lahat ng ating mga opisyal at personnel. At tapos sa pagkakaroon ng uniform, ay sinimulan din natin ma-implement ang pagkakaroon ng Alam ko na hindi naging maganda ang pagtanggap ng ating mga personnel sa field, pero naging maganda naman ang epekto nito sa uri ng serbisyo na ating binibigay sa ating mga kababayan. Ang ating COMELEC ay naging host din ng Association of Asian Election Authorities or AAEA. Dahil sa panahon ko bilang inyong chairman, tayo ang naging tagapangulo sa nasabi ng organisasyon. Isa sa pinakamalaki kong legacy ng ating pagbunuan ay pagkakaroon ng quarterly management committee meetings. Ang mga MANCO meetings na ito ay dinaluhan ng ating mga directors mula sa main and field office. At pinapasama natin din ang division chiefs at minsan yung regional attorneys, PESA at Leon. Naging layunin natin sa MANCO na ito na mapabilis ang aksyon sa anumang mga problema na mararanasan ng bawat opisina sa atin. Naniniwala kasi ako na ang mga problema ay madalas mas mabilis magawa ng solusyon kung ang bawat isa ay nabibigyan ng pagkakataon na madinig at makapag-usap. Alam kong napansin ninyo din naman na naging mas mabilis ang pagresolba ng inyong mga hinaing at nabawasan din ang animosity sa pagitan ng ating field officers at main office. Isa din sa naging milestone ng ating panunungkulan ay matagumpay na pagdaos muli ng 2019 national and local elections. Of course, kasama ko dito ang inyong ENDA. Maliban sa mabilis na pagproklama ng mga nanalo, naranasan din natin na zero ang election-related violence at walang failure of elections nationwide. Dagdag dito ay madami din tayo ginawa sa ating website ng ating tungkulin sa komisyon. Sinimulan natin ang pag-procure ng bus, poster, at isang dagdag na delivery van para sa dagdag na tulong sa ating mga personnel. Inayos at in-improve natin ang financial aspect ng ating komisyon. Nakatanggap ang ating komisyon ng sunod-sunod na tax assessment mula sa BIR. At lahat ng ito ay maaga at maayos natin na solusyonan. Kumuha tayo ng tax consultants na tumutulong sa ating FSP at Department para masapot ng tama at maayos ang ating mga assessment. Sa katunayan, ang ilan dito ay tuluyan na ibinasura ng Court of Tax Appeals. Maliban sa mga tax assessment, inayos din natin ang ating mga unliquidated cash advance o UCA na paulit-ulit na binabanggit sa ating COA Mula sa ilang bilyong UCA ay naipababa natin sa halos 50 million na lamang ito. So ngayon, patuloy ang inyong FSP sa pagsiguro na hindi na muli aabot sa bilyon ang mga unliquidated cash advance ng ating ahensya. At para maging transparent din ang ating budget preparation, in-involve natin ang lahat ng mga opisina sa budget preparations. Nagkaroon tayo ng budget summit para mapag-usapan kung ano ba ang mga budget requirement ng bawat opisina para naiwasan na mga nakaligtaan at nawawalang mga items sa ating budget proposals sa PDA. Pagkasunod din natin nalikha ang dalawang crucial departments ng ating komisyon, ang Internal Audit Department at ang Procurement Management Department. Matapos ang creation ng mga offices na ito, ay mabilis din natin nilagyan ng mga personnel para agad na makapag-function ang mga opisina nito. Sunod din ay ang pagsimula natin na i-decentralize ang iba't ibang functions sa main office patungo sa field. Nauna ang Regional HRMO at kailan lang ay pagkakaroon ng National or Regional Bids and Awards Committee. Habang nagsisimula naman tayo na paghahanda dapat sa 2022 National and Local Elections, ay nagkaroon naman tayo ng sunod-sunod na mga pagsubok sa ating komisyon. Nagsimula ang 2020 na pagputok ng Bulkang Taal. Agad-agad, kasama ko ang ating ENBA, nagpadala tayo ng tulong sa ating mga personnel na nasalanta ng pagsabot nito. Sunod naman ang pagkalat ng COVID-19. Proud akong sabihin na hindi pa man nagsimula ang ating national government na magkaroon ng malinaw ng mga polisiya ay makaaga ang ating komisyon na mag-implement ng mga health protocols at mag-procure ng mga kagamitan para makatulong sa pag-iwas sa pagkalat ng COVID-19 sa ating mga opisina. Nang bumalik na ang pagpasok sa Metro Manila, ay agad din tayo nagrenta ng mga shuttle buses para may masakyan ang mga empleyado natin pumapasok, subalit walang masakyan. Sa 2020 ay nakatanggap naman tayo ng mabuting balita dahil ayon sa Commission on Audit ay nakapasa na tayo ng ating financial reports para sa 2019 na nasa oras. Kaya sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon ay hindi management level ang inilabas ng COA sa atin, kundi naisama tayo sa 2019 annual financial report ng COA. Dagdag din sa ating palisiya patungkol sa COVID-19 ay ang pagtutulong din natin ng mga mag-release na internet connection, hindi lang sa main office, kundi pati sa ating lahat sa field offices. Lalo pat mas kinakailangan natin ito sa ganitong panahon. Sa simula naman ng 2021 ay nailunsad natin ang plebisito sa Palawan sa gitna ng pandemya at ginagamit natin ang mga natutunan sa plebisito ito para pagbutingin ang pagdaos naman ng halalan ngayong 2020. Sa gitna ng paghahanda natin sa nasabing plebisito ay sabay din natin isinagawa ang paghanap ng paraan para mabigyan ng bakuna sa COVID-19 ng ating mga personnel. Sa tulong ng LGUs, Red Cross at MMDA, ay matagumpay natin na bakunahan ang lahat ng ating mga personnel na nagdanais na magpabakuna. Sa patunayan, nagkaroon na rin tayo ng booster shots para sa ilang personnel natin. Dinagdagan din natin ang naunang nating nabiling bus at nagpupir tayo ng 3 pang karagdagang buses para sa ating mga empleyado. Bago din matapos ang 2021, ay nagsimula na pagtayo ng Integrated Field Office sa Region 2 at susunod na din mabigyan ng Regional Office ang Region 6. At siyempre, ang pinaka-importante daw sa lahat, sa ating komisyon ay hindi nagkulang na magbigay ng bonuses at financial assistance sa ating mga empleyado. Lalo na doon sa mga nangangailangan at nagkasakit ng COVID-19. Tinaas pa natin ang mga benepisyong kanilang nakuha at maagat itong binigay para sa makatulong sa nangangailangan sa bawat isa. Itong taon din ang lumipas at masasabi kong madami tayong nagawa at talagang malayo na ang ating lahat. Personally, tinatanaw ko na napakalaking achievement ng buhay ko na pamunuan at makasama kayo lahat. Totoong kayo ay isa sa mga pinakamahuhusay at pinaka-dedicated na public servants sa ating bansa. Kaya naman, isang karangalan sa atin na makapaglingkod kasama kayo ng mga mahal naming empleyado at ang ating minamahal na iba. Ilang kauna-unahang Muslim na naging chairman ng COMELEC, sinasabing pinakabatang naging commissioner at chairman din ng komisyon, ang pinakaunang commissioner na naging chairman ng COMELEC, tulad din ng sabi ko, pinakaunang Muslim chairman na nakatapos ang kanyang termino bilang chairman. Because kung titingnan niyo po, tulad ng sinabi ko, madalang po na makatapos ang isang chairman ng kanyang termino. Masasabi ang dami ko naging achievement, katuwang ng ating bank dito sa COMELEC, pero hindi ko ito makukuha kung hindi din dahil sa inyong suporta. Salamat sa bawat isa sa inyo sa COMELEC, ang aking Enbank family. Salamat at binigyan niyo ako ng pagkakataon na patunayan ang aking kakayahang mamuno sa mga tulad ninyong tunay at mahuhusay. Salamat din sa aking opisina dito sa COMELEC, ang aking staff, ang team Oxman, na kasama ko mula simula hanggang ngayon, muling araw ng aking paglilingkod sa COMELEC. Pero higit sa lahat, gusto ko pasalamatan ang ating pamilya. Dahil hinayaan nila akong gawin ang mga bagay na ito kahit mapalayo ito sa kanila. At 7 taon na ginugol ko para magsilbi sa ating komisyon ay 7 taon na hindi ko nakasama sa araw-araw ang ating pamilya. Salamat sa inyong sakripisyo at suporta sa akin. Ang bawat nakamutang achievement ay inaalay ko din sa inyo. Of course, sa Panginoong Diyos, maraming salamat po sa kayo. At sa huling pagkakataon, bilang inyong chairman, maraming salamat po. The station of the chairman, the chairman of Sheriff Abbas is now signing off.
Thank you very much, Chairman Abbas. Can you give beloved chairman another round of applause, please. Thank you. At this juncture, may we ask Commissioner Rowena Amelia B. Guanzon for her message for us today.
Chair Sheriff M. Abbas, our Honorary Commissioner Antonio Coke, Jr., our incoming Senior Commissioner Socorro Quintin, the Honorable Commissioners of the Commission on Elections, the senior staff, the regional directors and assistant regional directors, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I retire today at midnight with a grateful heart to have served the Commission on Elections and the country with your unwavering support. I retire with a grateful heart because I know that you have kept me in your prayers whenever there is a difficult time and whenever the Commission is undergoing some crisis. In the 7 years that I have served with you, I can say that there was never a dull moment. Commissioner Sheriff Abbas then and I, when we joined the Commission, had colorful experience. But my experience is that the commissioners, no matter the differences in opinion, we're always one in our goal that we should always preserve the integrity of the Commission. In my 7 years, I would like especially to cite the following committees or projects, but those that I have committed are no less important. The Gender and Development Executive Committee started when I took over in my first year in the Commission, with only less than 3% of our expenditures going to gender-related activities and projects. And now I am so happy that under the leadership of Senior Commissioner Socorro Quintin and ably assisted by Director Emerald Ladra, we have reached around 75% of our budget expenditures were spent in gender-related activities and projects. In the FSD, when I arrived here, I had served the Commission on Audit for 1 year, and I was surprised that the accounting system was not computerized. We were the only constitutional commission that had no accounting system that was computerized. And so, with the hard-working team of Director Zita Buena Castillo and supported by the Commission and Bank, we were able to launch, and in fact now we use what COA calls the EN-GAS, or the Electronic National Government Accounting System. That is a tremendous accomplishment because that required a lot of human power, a lot of analysis, and of course the ITB was also a big help. Thank you, Director Jeannie Florita. In the Overseas Voting Office, I also wish to thank our team there, and I hope that the next commissioner in charge will enjoy the work as much as I did. in not only meeting and representing the ambassadors wherever we went for training and representing the commission, but also in listening to their suggestions and recommendations for better delivery of elections abroad. In all these tasks and many more, I also wish to cite the Bids and Awards Committee that have really raised the bar, Deda Helen Flores. Since I think I came from the Commission on Audit, the Bids and Awards Committee have always been on their toes whenever they reported to the Commission and that. I hope that with my scrutiny, I was able to help the law department also raise the bar for excellence and research in their legal opinions. Perhaps Director Pasingal someday can write that book that only she can write, and that is the jurisprudence on election cases that will be a tremendous help to all Libyans. In sum, I would like to say that in my 25 years of government service, this is the position that impressed my father the most. When I was appointed to COA and I went home to Cadiz, and I said, Tatay, I was appointed Commissioner on Audit. And he said, without standing up, why Commissioner on Audit? He did not think that that was an accomplishment enough. And when I was confirmed as Commissioner in the Commission on Elections, when I arrived in our house, he stood up and said, congratulations. You will preside over the election of the next President of the Philippines. That is a wonder, he said. I never thought that I would have a daughter who would be presiding over the candidacy and election of the President of the Philippines. So I retire with satisfaction that I have made my parents proud, and I have enjoyed all your company, even when we have disagreed. And I think that all in all, you will not forget me. Not only because of my colorful personality, but because of what we have shared together. I look forward to seeing you again in the next chapter of my life. This will certainly not be the end of my public service career. Again, Chair Sheriff Abbas, I wish to thank you for your able leadership and management of the Commission. Because running an elections is certainly the hardest task of a civil servant. It is a task that does not allow for errors. It is a task that does not accept failures. And you have certainly succeeded in leading us successfully in several elections in the past. We have no doubt, and I have no doubt, that Senior Commissioner Inting and Commissioner Marlon Casquejo and the senior staff will very ably deliver an election in May 9, 2022 that is independent, impartial, orderly, and efficient. My friends, thank you for your service to the country. Thank you for your friendships and respect. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Guanzon. And now may we have Commissioner Antonio.
My fellow attendees, Chairman Sheriff M. Abbas, and Commissioner Maria Rowena Amelia B. Guanzon, to Commissioner Supporting Team, Commissioner Marlon S. Pasquejo, Commissioner Amy Ferolino, Commissioner Ray Bulay, to the officers and personnel of the COMELEC, ably headed by Executive Director Bartolome J. Sinocus Jr., to my lawyers and staff, to my beautiful wife and my kids who are present today, guests, friends, good afternoon to all. As I stand here now in front of you all, I can't help but remember the first thing that came to my mind when I started to get ready for my retirement from COMELEC. Starting tomorrow, February 3, wala na akong sweldo. But seriously, there are so many things I will miss about working for COMELEC. Aside from writing decisions, I especially enjoyed going to different places in the country, such as when I went to Honolulu during the special Saturday registration day. It was my first time to go back to Honolulu, which not many of you know is my place of birth. After our family fled in 1973, with only our clothes, as part of the original backwick during the Moro Rebellion. I was able to visit my old elementary school, the Sulu Tongjin and Chinese school there in Holo, and the famed Holo Cathedral. I also went to Daraga, Albay, when it was placed under COMELEC control during the 2019 national and local election due to poll-related violence, where I was designated as a commissioner in charge. I remember meeting the candidate for mayor, Mr. Baldo, at the police station where he was detained as a suspect for the killing of Congressman Batucabe, who was also a candidate for mayor there. In that meeting, I specifically asked Mr. Baldo to cooperate with COMELEC for a violence-free election, and I assured him that COMELEC will hold a free and honest election. You know, I also went to Basilan when I visited the province in connection with the plebiscite of the Bangsamoro Organic Law. It was an experience to ride in a Niue helicopter from Zamboanga City to Isabela, Basilan, and back. I also traveled the entire length and breadth of Palawan, from Brooks Point in the east to Taytay and El Nido in the west, in the east, as commissioner in charge for the Palawan plebiscite. There, I first-hand experienced how dedicated our election officials and staff in the face of the pandemic. I can proudly say that the Palawan plebiscite was a success and can be a model for future electoral exercise under pandemic situations. Not to mention going abroad to attend seminars and meetings and to enforce and implement the mandate of COMELEC for overseas voting. I cannot deny that I have been feeling sentimental for the past few days. It's hard to say goodbye to a place that has given me so much fulfillment. Even I was with you only for a short period of time. And of course, more than giving me that sense of fulfillment, working in COMELEC has taught me an abundance of things. Coming from the private law practice and the Department of Justice as Undersecretary, diving into the ins and out of Philippine elections was no easy feat. It was even overwhelming at times. But I'm incredibly lucky and grateful that I work with so many people for whom I can learn and trust. You know, coming from the private sector, I've always had a picture in my mind of what an ideal public official is. That official should discharge their duties with utmost responsibility, integrity, competence, and loyalty to the country and the institutions they serve. They should always act with patriotism and justice, lead modest lives, be humble, and most importantly, uphold public interest over personal interest. They should listen to others and take criticism from others as a way to improve oneself. I say this to all of you with the hope that I was such a public official in your eyes during my stay here in COMELEC. I was surrounded by such incredible people for the past 10 years. To my lawyers, headed by Attorney Lori Pe, and my personal, headed by Attorney Lorenzo Reyes, salamat sa inyong lahat. I hope you will treasure your stay here in COMELEC, just I have. I also hope I was a good and caring boss to all of you. Should we continue to be in public service, always remember the tenets of public service and hold them dear to your hearts. Patriotism, excellence in all aspects of your work, integrity, and honesty. To directors, Executive Director Sino Cruz, Dedo Pistong Ernas, Deda Helen Aguila Flores, impressed ako sa inyo. Please continue to work together as a team, together with the other officers and staff of COMELEC. The success of COMELEC and the incoming elections depend much on you. You know, we are now in the eye of a storm. In the coming days, expect more mud to be thrown in your way. Isama niyo na pati ang kitchen sink. However, if I know COMELEC and officials and personnel here, they will remain steadfast in their commitment to fulfill the mandate expected of them by our Constitution and the people we serve. I know COMELEC will emerge from this controversy stronger. To the offices and committees I headed, the Vulnerable Sector Office, then under R.A. Joey Balangke, the Gun Ban Committee with the valuable help of Director Rex Naudianco, Atty. Renel Katunghari, and Atty. Sugar Carbero Lacunia, the Palawan Plebiscite Committee with the strong support of Dedo Pistong and Linda Helen, and the Plebiscite team, and the New Number Committee with the able assistance and the ever-dependable Director Gadra, and the 2019 Packing and Shipping Committee under Director July Bernal. Salamat sa suporta na ibinigay niyo sa akin. Hindi ko kayo makakalimutan. To all the departments and offices of COMELEC, thank you for all the help and support. However, allow me to shout out to the Law Department, headed by Director Nori Kusina. As a lawyer, I am very impressed with your work. I witnessed the volume of work that you handle. Nevertheless, your performance has been outstanding. Continue delivering to that standard. It is with deep regret that I do not have the time to name all the incredible people I've come across in the past years. But know that you have always inspired me throughout this journey. As with most goodbyes, there are so many things left to say without enough time to work to say them. In the past 3.5 years have been a roller coaster ride for me, and despite all the stress and mistakes, it has been the most rewarding and enjoyable experience. I have all of you to thank. Thank you for welcoming me into this commission from the very beginning. Thank you for being patient with me when I needed extra help in understanding how this commission works. Thank you for inspiring me with all your brilliance and hard work. And most especially, thank you for doing everything in your power to get me my indispensable Coke Zero when we were in the polo. It has been a truly unforgettable working experience, and I hope to leave COMELEC with something for all of you to remember me by. All good, I hope. More power to COMELEC. Salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Maniaco. Ladies and gentlemen, your honorees, Commissioner Antonio Pico, Commissioner Rowena de Guanzon, and Chairman Sheriff M. Ayas. Please give them a round of applause. At this point, may we ask our honorees to please join the other commissioners on stage for a photo opportunity as the commission unveils.
Excuse me. Jokay, Jokay. Oo, bakit siya pupunta? Are you sure?
Matawag siya.
Hold on, iyan.
May we ask the commissioners to stand for a standing picture. And finally, we have the commissioners holding hands for the final picture. Holding hands. Right. Okay. So we'll forego the holding of hands, and again, can we ask Attorney Jola to please stand with the unbound for the picture. All right. Thank you very much, Your Honors. Thank you very much. At this point, I turn over the microphone to the Honorable Chair.
Chair and Secretary, are there still other matters before the EDMA?
Your Honor, there are no other matters for the consideration of the EDMA.
If that is the case, the session is hereby adjourned.
Please rise for the session. Exit our division and for the ticket, please, wait for that. be seated. We will be having our dinner.